All right, welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Um, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into Optic versus DRX VOD review. Get your pen and pencils out, or your notepad on your PC, or just your Discord channel. I normally have a Discord channel where I put little IGLA notes in, or you can just sit and enjoy the analysis. Here we go.
And it is such a punt to go for the
Alright, so we have a Killjoy Phoenix, Fade, Chamber, and Omen composition. Killjoy, obviously, with the turret is quite annoying. Phoenix being the one who can play off the Killjoy. I think if you had Chamber, Phoenix wouldn't be legit here, but they have a Killjoy and Chamber, so then Phoenix is kind of like, they don't have a dash. It's kind of a mad comp, really. But you don't need the dash too much on Haven. You'll just have to do a lot of splits, so like the C splits and the A splits, and less dashing onto site, more just kind of getting close and then bursting brute force. And then the generic comp here coming from DRX with the Breach. Obviously, Breach is really good at taking A control. Fade is also really good at taking A control, so they have a really good strong A control with Killjoy kind of sustaining the mid pushes, because a lot of teams like to mid push as a reaction. So, oh wait, yeah. So you're going to see Omen TP across. Fade's going to instantly recon. The recon always beats the person peeking here, so they have to break it. Actually, I have a better recon than that, but we'll let it slide. And you can see here, they're kind of going at A, but obviously Ye has got into this corner over here. He's got into this corner. What's the Control Shift 7? There needs to be an easier thing to do. And you can see here, Optic going out for the swing here. Double swing in short. I think Ye missed his shot on the long guys here, so they went with the dog, which is a nice play. And then Crashes unfortunately missed. Marv needs to kind of get out of there. He throws a smoke, and that's enough for them. However, Ye TPing out gets a nice kill. One of the best angles in the game is this spot. Even if you don't have short, I still think it's like Suez control. I think it's still one of the best spots in the game. The angles are really nice, and it allows, and it takes so long to clear that the rotations come in. FNS gets some really nice kind of flood control going in there. So the smoke kind of delayed. Ye managed to get the entry, and it's kind of like that. So, and then it's Haven's really difficult if you don't get those entries, or if you get slowed down on attack side. And if the enemy team just over-rotates and floods in, you're not going to win the A site. Because essentially you're doing a 5v5 A take, and that's going to be really difficult. It's even difficult with 3 of them. Okay, so anti-eco start from Optic here. So obviously they want to kind of spread the aggressive information util. They got the alarm bot on B and the nano for if the DRX do like a force buy and want to get the plant down. They can't plant instantly. DRX don't have a shock dart from Sova to break any of that stuff, so in order for DRX to actually break that stuff, they'll have to go close. So you're going to see here, FNS is going to throw his nano close, so when the alarm bot gets contact from the jet, he's going to activate the nano and delay them even more. Omen does a deep smoke ASC long because he thinks that they might grab the orb maybe, or he just wants to kind of hold it aggressively and spam on the orb grab, because DRX have been known to wanting to do orb grab since the dawn of time. Yay, top site. Fade getting A control here, and he's got the trip as well to kind of help him out. And he's just holding the cross now. What they've done is establish A main control, and now they kind of left the Fade to hold this angle. Meanwhile, everyone else is over towards B and C. So it should be an easy round win for Optic here. And you can see here they can hear the, I think they can hear the nano close to the door. They throw the recon in. He activates the nano, and now they're pushing in, but they're just doing a C split. They breach stun out, but the stun almost got them. And the FNS should just clean up here, and they do. And you can see here the defensive smoke that Omens love to use a lot of the time is this smoke. What it does is, because Plat is one of the strongest places in the game, but in pro play, a lot of teams like to clear out Plat with util. So then if you're in Plat and you swing out, you could die. But with the smoke being there, it just means that you have a lot more site control. You can play around here and hold this angle. And just having the back site is really hard to take as an attacker, especially if the enemy team start flooding in, and they only have this one CT smoke, and it's gonna fall. It's gonna run out eventually. Thank you, Happier Winter, for the sub. This CT smoke is gonna run out eventually, and if you can't clear it before that happens, then it gets really awkward. All right, so next round. Let's have a look here. All right, so they're going for a bit of an A main control with actually just Omen. Oh, he's actually faking the control here. So Fade actually used the blob at the start of the round, which is interesting, which means he has his recon for the mid-round info. Oh, wait. Where's it gone? Oh, yeah, he still has his recon. So he's cleared out short with the dog, and now he's going to throw his recon on long, I guess. There we go. So he's thrown his recon, and they broke it instantly. So he's pretty scared about A right now. Just the long area, I think. He doesn't know if they're close to that smoke. Ye is actually posted up on this B with the scout. The dog comes in to try and clear him out. They know that Ye should be there now. Are they going to swing him? That's the question. They went for the double swing. Ye gets a nice easy tag off there. That's quite a high value scout marshal tag there. You can see the one way coming in from Optic here, because you know that they're doing kind of a mid control right now, so he wants to kind of stop them from breaking the turret so free. So they're really stopping this garage control from DRX, and DRX don't have the best kind of garage. Well, they have the fade, I guess, but they want to make sure they can break stuff, but they didn't break anything. So now you can see Marv is just like, screw it, like they haven't pressured it. It's gone quiet. Phoenix has also pushed close middle, so they know that no one's close middle. And they're stacking A. Really good mid-round call. Obviously, Killjoy can't rotate because her turret's still activated. And then Phoenix might have a timing on the turret. So let's actually quickly, while we're talking about all that macro going on there, with a mid push here, meaning they're probably not middle anymore. Like, they're definitely not going B, and they're not going C because they haven't even broken the turret. We still got the nano to delay. So FNS was just jump spotting the C. But now let's have a look at the A. So DRX walking on an A here. Crashy's actually just jump spotting here, playing off the trip on the short. So he'd be super scared right now if I was Crashy's. So that's why they're bringing in the rotations. So let's have a look. So they do have an Omen flash to delay. They have a recon, and a dog. So he should probably want to. This is the perfect time. Actually, to be fair, if I was Crashy's here, using that dog a bit earlier, or one of his information tools would have been quite nice here. But they are stacking towards A as well, so it's not the end of the world. Like, he doesn't actually need to use it because they have 3 here regardless. So let's see what he does. So the smoke comes in, the dash comes in, Ye just gets a free kill, and that's the early tag paying off dividends there. Marv goes for the long flash, but you can see kind of the util coming in from DRX, and it just gets shut down because they just don't have any backside pressure because the jet died. Oh shit, I'm drawing on the screen. So let's just quickly have a look at the execute. So you can see here, the Omen flash was, I think, do they have an Omen flash? They have an Omen flash, so let's have a look at Omen flash. So Mako's done the Omen flash for the jet dash, but look at everyone else. They got 3 here, 1 here. No one else is ready. Like, essentially, this is Buzz go kill, and if you die, we lose a round. That's essentially what this round is based off DRX's execute here. They could have just waited and just done a really nice execute, got close to short, bursted out. Like, the flash now, and jet dashing in now, perfect. Look, they would have got 2 blind, and Crashes is backside, not having a great time. Instead, Optic still have everyone towards backside. They've done a weird little Omen smoke to block off the short, which is pretty good, I'd say. It's a quite annoying smoke to have to force yourself through, because what it means is when you do go through, you can't clear any of these angles. They could be anywhere here holding the smoke, you know? It's like really awkward. Thank you, Scriptonite. GG's. Right, next round. How are you? Are we all keeping up? Any questions? It's like a really high stake gamble. Do you mean the stack? The stack, to be fair, Optic were on a bonus round, so to stack wasn't that much of a gamble for them. Also, they had pretty good reads based off their pushes and the turret still being alive in garage. So I think the stack wasn't, it was fine. I think it was good. It's exactly what you need on a bonus. Good. Okay, so now DRX obviously don't have the best gun, so they're just going for a heavy A control. Recon comes in, Omen TP comes across, Blob comes out from Crashes. I think what he can do is he can get a sound cue from that Blob at least. So he's dogging close here to see what's going on. Boom, spots one on the long this time, so let's see how they react. So Ye is actually sitting backside on B. Crashes is playing a weird angle. I don't know if that angle is very good. Alright, so they're double peeking short. Recon long, it breaks again. This is feeling like an A right now. It's feeling like an A. What are they going to do? So based off the positioning of Optic right now, they're 100%, not 100%, they're 80% chance of losing this round, 60% chance of losing this bomb site. All it needs is like DRX to hit their shots. So we'll see. So recon comes in from DRX. If that recon goes off, it would clear close right. And Jet's dashed in now. Has the Omen Flush come in? The Omen Flush hasn't come in yet. And it's not coming in from Mako. And you can see how awkward it is for Optic right now, because they just didn't have enough control. Like, they're playing... Haven has S-tier positions, and the Trip is playing one of the S-tier positions. And then they got 2 backside against an Omen Flash and a Breach Flash. So it's not the best, but the Omen didn't even flash, so they actually got away with murder here. And they've got a lot of util from Phoenix to use. The dog from Crashy, so let's have a look. So the smoke comes in. The flashes are coming in on Victor. And the Phoenix flashes are getting absolutely nullified by this Jet smoke, because it's just blocking all of his flashes. There's the Omen Flash from Marv. It's actually a really good Omen Flash, and he gets 2 from it. But Victor's just getting, like... Crashy just gets 1 tapped, as you would in a Sheriff, and they lose the round. Well, they lose the site. And it's because they just didn't have the best setup, honestly. And also, they didn't get the kills they needed to get, I think. I think that was the main issue. Like, I think Victor had his Molotov and wall. So Victor wasn't able to throw his Molotov and one of the chokes in time for the execute. Crashies was playing a 1-for-1 angle. Like, he was playing a solo angle, and he's getting breach flashed right now. So he's completely white. Gets 1 tapped. Phoenix should be trying to swing here off the Marv Omen flash, but it's really difficult to want to swing this. Marv hasn't done a smoke because he doesn't have one, because he was using one ways for garage. S-tier positions are close right, close left, quad, backside, under heaven, and then CT ready to flood out. I think also front sight is also good. There are, like, it's all situational, that's the thing, to the round, and how many you have on the bomb site. Generally, you don't actually want to play the Haven bomb site too much. You want to kind of push out before that and take fights. Sometimes it's good to sit and anchor on the site, but it's not good against a heavy execute comp like this breach one. So it's better to take the fight to them sometimes, and that's what teams do to us, and it owns us. They just triple push long, and like it's a risky fight, but like it's generally not too bad for the if you time it right. So you can see here Mako's kind of playing around the site really safely here, playing off his teammate. They had a nice crossfire, and Mako just plays that really well, playing a bit of ring around the roses. So it's a big round for them to win, and a bad round for Optic to lose, but I can't say anything because, I mean, we always lose those as well. Alright. So, mid-default coming out from DRX here. You can see the jet smoke plus the fade dog, just to kind of get some control, but they know that no one's out through the jet smoke. Omen's not TP'd across, so they know Crashes has A long. There's also been no Omen smoke from DRX here, so they know that it's not an A control properly. It's not like a proper A control, so you can see here Victor's just delaying here with the flashes, doing pretty well to be fair, but then is he owning it? Yeah. So what happened here was Crashies managed to get Ye onto the angle based off the fact that A long was clear, and then obviously Victor's delayed them quite enough for Crashies to get there in time, and then this is DRX's set execute. So when you know that DRX don't smoke A long, then there's a potential chance that DRX are doing this execute. So Victor's done a lot to delay them here. He actually should be trying to get out. And then they just tower up here together, stack up together. Omen smoke comes from Marv on B, and he pushes down C long as a reaction. GG. Now, generally when teams cancel a B hit, they always go garage. So you can see here, Marv's been spotted, but he smoked deep C long. What a juicy flash. Yeah. And GG this round. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I remember this and I was thinking, what the fuck is FNS doing? Whenever you're playing Valorant, if you're in a higher angle, the enemy team can see you first. As in, like, if FNS is in a raised angle, especially on this map, in window as well, like, the person underneath this angle sees you. Like, FNS can't see him here. Because FNS's view model is from the gun. Like, his perspective is from the gun. Whereas, like, so, like, my head, I'm not looking at my eyeballs in this game, I'm looking at my gun. So, easy kill there. And then also just not waiting for the killjoy, and there they off. They're off. I remember this round. This is really bad. So how did it fail? It was because Optic decided to play for the bomb. In a 4v2, playing for the bomb is not too bad. I mean, look, they have an okay tower up going on here. RB just gets a really OP kill, you know? Like, they tried to tower up. RB gets a nice 2k there. Really strong 2k. It's unlucky, but what could Optic have done? Not play for the bomb? Then what that means is then they have to make sure that they're holding all the angles possible. So the possible angles that D-Rex could come from is garage push, CT push, and B push. If you're able to kind of contain these angles, and then on tap have an idea of what's going on, then that's not too bad. But this isn't too bad. It's just the tower up isn't great. If Victor was actually here, and then Crashies shoots through his legs. So like if Crashies was actually here like this, that's an actual tower up. Because then they see the same angle at the same time, you know? But yeah. And then FNS kind of did a little bit of throwing here. And then Zest is in such a good position here in the after plant. They got Killjoy turret CT and window, so it sees CT and window. Oh, shit. Crowd gave it away there. RB trying to play that off angle there. I think Ye might win this. Oh my goodness, that was like unfortunate timing for Ye, but I guess nice timing for RB, but it was kind of mad that Ye thought he was swinging left. Let's have a look from Crashy's pop here. So I think Crashy's did 39 to him. And I think it's because he was jiggling. Like, you're in one ping, you don't need to jiggle. You just hold. So his aim was all off as well. So let's have a look here. So A control coming out from DRX now, and the smoke is on A. So we know that it's a default. And you can see here, RB's put the alarm bot here, turret here, FNX and Co. They've pushed down C as a reaction. And there we go. They have C long control now. And FNX are like, bye, I'm going. He hasn't actually put his alarm bot, unless his alarm bot got broken. No, so he doesn't have an alarm bot this round, but they do have the trip. I guess it's because they're low money. My bad. So this round is all based off Ye's op and op. So as a team, who's got the good guns? Marved and Ye and Crashies. Those are the guys that need to be making the plays, but especially Ye because he's got the gun and he's the chamber, obviously. So he's the best player to make the play. So you can see him kind of waiting passively in his angle. And they're not going towards him, but he's now peeking a bit more aggressively because it's gone quiet on A. And now he's locked down A control. Now Crashies needs to get information back long, so he goes and does that. Obviously they could have timed here and here, but we now know that they haven't. So Victor playing pretty good swing angles for Phoenix here. And the dog comes in, so Marv's instant reaction is to smoke the front B. He needs to smoke the ASAP Rocky. Or is he going to smoke the alarm bot? So he doesn't smoke front B and he doesn't smoke the alarm bot either. So all that means is that all these guys at the front of B here aren't smoked off, which means they get free angles on anyone flooding through the C link. And then they're also, it's just a lot easier to hit B if the front of B isn't smoked. It's dramatic how the difference is. So we'll see here the execute comes in, the usual execute. Obviously they know that I think they thought that to be fair, the Optic were on was on A short this round or somewhere on A, because they managed to get out to top middle here without dying to an operator and without giving it away too much. So the dog comes in, and I think the Omen Smoke comes in on the one way on A short again, and the Omen Smoke C link. Jet dashes in, peeks the A link, and then the Omen Flash comes in for backside Gong, because a lot of people like to play there too. And then RB just manages to get 2 kills. FNS, if this smoke was front B, FNS probably gets the kill on the planter. But they're able to cover easily, and GG. Okay, next round. So a super fast C rush here, and to be fair, Optic are kind of ready for it. They got Ye top site. He might be able to get a free kill as they're coming out. FNS doesn't have anything on the Actually, they're not ready for it. What they're doing is they're gonna play retake C probably, unless FNS wants to play and fight the site. But they're playing weak side C essentially, because what Chamber is he's TPing out. Actually, he's TPing on top of this box to maybe get another kill, but they're going for a fight A main control here. So they want to fight for A main. So you can see here the dog comes out. I think they did a Molotov as well somewhere. So they threw a Phoenix Molly somewhere around. I think they threw it here on the Omen TP spot. But here comes the C rush. So this is a boaster nano. I'm claiming this nano. I invented it. I didn't actually invent it, but I might have invented it. Who knows who did it first? But I remember making my own nano, and what it's going to do is going to land where FNS is, and it's a good enough one that also stops them wanting to swing out. They'll have to swing out like that. So it's a good enough nano for that too. So you'll see FNS suddenly be like, oh, what the hell? There's a nano on my head. So this recon was actually quite good here, because what it means is that oh no, it's not the nano. This is a deep CT nano. So this recon is quite good here. And generally what 100 Thieves did to us as well was recon the front of C. Now you're probably thinking like, what does that do? Just reconning like this isn't even that important. But what it does is that if it tells you if someone is front site or top site, you know? So because like if you see a C rush, you're not gonna be wanting to swing out here and break the recon. So what it means is that it stops this guy wanting to push out as much. It tells you if they're here, and it means that the top side guy has to shoot it. But the way they done it is on top of the roof as well. So it doesn't actually clear this bit, but maybe they're gonna breach kaboom this or Omen flash it, so it's not the end of the world. But it does stop Ye from actually getting a timing peek onto the jet here. In nice fashion, and then they pair it with a breach flash on the right hand side. So breach flash comes in, Ye is completely white, he has to kind of TP out here. The breach stun comes in, RB swings off of it, so you can see kind of like the set play coming in here, and then an Omen flash pairs with that on the glow angle as well, and logs. So you can see here RB just gets a nice 2 kill. That's why they have Marved on A as well. So Marved had ultimate, so they were planning that Marved could do a fast kind of rotation. But Buzz just gets really nice pathing, really nice set execute, and it kind of everything just kind of worked for them. There were things that Optic could have done, like Ye could have swung earlier, but he only had a rifle, so it's not exactly the nicest swing. So and then I guess FNS had his nanos for a C split. Maybe they thought Fade Ulti is going to be a C split play. But when a set play looks really nice when one, everyone knows what they're doing, and two, the enemies are in the wrong positions. And now I wouldn't say the enemies were in the wrong positions. They thought it was going to be a garage split, I reckon. But I do think that obviously it was a good call. I think it was a good call. I think if Omen was C, it wouldn't have worked so nicely, because what Marv would have just Omen flashed there. And then Jet would have been blind, and then the whole timing of the stuns and everything would have been off. And also Omen would have got a smoke off and stuff, so it was just really fortunate that Ye was actually on C that round. Yeah, you can see everything kind of coming in there. So Ye's back on C now, so Optic have changed it up here. They're putting Omen on A a lot more now instead of that, and they're putting Chamber on C. So I think it's because there's not much action happening at C, so they're just wanting to put the Chamber there to lock it down. Maybe he's getting shut down on A, because they keep going, if Chamber's A, they keep going C. If Chamber's C, they keep going A. Oh, sorry, that sounded horrible, probably. It felt horrible too. So we'll have a look here. Actually, I wish I went to the toilet because that would have been a good one to kind of get rid of. So here we go. So one way coming in the doors again. I think it's a one way because he took a while to throw it. And the way that it's fake shaped looks like a one way. And they've got A locked down, kind of. Like, Omen does have the A. Ye is playing a little off angle on C. The flash comes in. Always count your Mississippis when you get flashed. Kenny, thank you for the 21 months, by the way. I don't know if I thanked you. Appreciate it. 21 months. That's almost 2 years now. Give me a second, Shim. I'm just going to go toilet. Okay, I'm back. So generally, when people flash you, there's always a perfect time to shoot, and it's not instantly. You don't get flashed and shoot straight away. It's like they flash, you shoot, and TP. Well, you shoot TP, and that's generally what you do because when people flash, they're not going to swing straight away. They're going to wait a second and then swing. So let's have a look here. So they got Victor with the ulti. So Victor needs to get rid of this ulti because that's how Phoenix works. Like, you want to get rid of it ASAP Rocket. And I think he was holding it for, I seem to remember when I was watching this back in the day, he was holding it for too long. Like, he needed to get rid of it like earlier. So he has to get rid of it this round. There's a C split coming in. Like, it's just worth it, you know. Like, even if Ye gets this kill, it's a 5v4 and you maybe don't want to use it now, just get rid of it because 6 ult orbs tonight. You wanna make sure you can get it again. So here he goes. Phoenix is super good at this map for these kind of reasons. Just coming out that window, getting a kill. And the round kind of, I was going to say the round kind of escalates into a lose, but oh my goodness, what is going on? So obviously the Phoenix ulti comes in. They're like, he's close. And then rule number one, as a lot of fades love to do, is have their U2 out. And Crashies unfortunately just has a recon out and dies because of it. I don't know what it is about. Fade is like the new Breach of beta. When people play Breach and beta, they always pulled out their flashes. I feel like with Fade, people haven't quite figured out that it's not always good to pull out your util. People are a lot better at Breach though now. Marv gets a nice push out A here. Really good. Oh, Alfia, thanks for the raid, man. Hello, Turkish viewers. We're doing a VOD review. And then Marv just repositions, gets the kill. What's the money saying? So Buzz has got ulti. They got no ults that side, no ults the other side. So really important round here for Optic. If Optic lose this, they're back on an eco. But if DRX lose this, they still have another buy. Right, here we go. So they're going for a heavy A control here. Buzz has knives, to be fair, so going A doesn't seem too bad. Recon comes out, it gets destroyed. Omen TP comes out. So I think what they're going to do is they're playing a double bait setup here on A long. So Chamber's going to be a bit more aggressive, and then Phoenix maybe what he might do is that he might flash off peak, or he could just kind of wait and then play time. But they've already left. So what's going to happen is now Chamber's going to get the peak back on A. He's going to be like, no one's A. A's clear. So then Crash is going to run off. Marv is already pushed down C long because what's the protocol when they kind of take a heavy A? Push down C is pretty good, especially with the Killjoy, because Killjoy, I mean, they have a Killjoy and Chamber, so Killjoy and Chamber are super good at kind of like, they got so much info that him pushing down means there's still no gaps. Like, if they break the alarm bot, then it gets a bit more awkward, but like, right now, he's chilling. So you can see here, they're kind of walking up B again. And the same execute comes in, the dash comes in, Crashies gets flashed. Buzz goes for the swing, but Crashies doesn't get cleared properly by Buzz here, and he gets a free kill. And now, the smoke front sight, look how awkward it is for these two support players now. They're flashing in, he's going to run in, and gets traded out. Oh no, he doesn't get traded out. The bomb plant dies, but no trade out yet. And look at that. Like, as soon as that smoke front B comes out, you best tell your teammates, yo, they get ready for a flood. Like, they're flooding in. And that's what they did. They just flooded in. So at that point, it's not even worth planting the bomb, because you're going to lose a round. Like, it really depends on what it feels like. But if it feels like you've been quite obvious with your B exec, and like you've been quiet for too long, like they could be there, you're better off just kind of hitting the B and then actually taking the fights on the site, maybe tapping the bomb and seeing what it is. But generally, you do want to get off the site afterwards because it's not very good to play the site in most scenarios. Sometimes it is good. Like I could give examples where this box is really good, like where people get loads of kills from that box. But oh, what is it? Oh, thank you, my love. They look cute. What's on my chin? I think it's just water. Oh, maybe it was a bogey. I don't know. Yeah, you can send Lion. Oh, Polly Biffy, thanks for the sub. What'd you say, my love? Yeah, I'm finishing this VOD review and then I'm done. My voice is tired now. So I got some food here. I can smell it. Big raid. I expect nothing less. Alright, so next round. Sorry, I got a bit. My throat is I'm coming to the end of my throat. Alright, so this round, you can see here, this is always good to do in mid game stream, is Killjoy turret mid window. And what this does is that it just if you can get away with this turret, it's a lot better than this turret. So if teams aren't aware that you're gonna be putting this turret for the rest of the game, it's super strong because it sees both garage and it sees like the top site. And if Chamber's not there, if no one's breaking it, that means Chamber's probably not there. Like he could be hiding from it the whole round, and that's quite a good play. But it also means that like you know that if you're taking A control and he's on top B, you're to be fair, you are scared of potential Chamber being A or C or garage right now. So it's given them information that Chamber's probably not B. He's probably not B. He's either here or here. So what that means is that you have to be really careful taking this control. And if he is going to be hiding in these angles, then it means that you don't like it means that if Chamber isn't in any of these spots, then at least you're clearing it out anyway, but you're not going to die to an AWPer because the AWPer is the scariest thing on Haven. Like it's the hardest thing to deal with for us. So you can see here, so they're doing their little fight A again. So what they do is it's going to be a mid-round. Oh no, it's not a mid-round molly. It's a start-around molly. So Buzz goes in and he's going straight into the Molotov, getting burned. That's really nice damage. Like you're not going to get kills with your Molotovs as a Phoenix. You can probably heal yourself obviously with it. But to be fair, that molly has done considerable amount of damage. It's good. That Jet is not going to want to dash in as much now. And then Ye obviously holding a kind of off angle, finds the timing, easy as peak. And because of the oh, it wasn't even the Jet that died. And he gets a free kill. Like this angle seems super good, and this is why like I always smoke long. Is because I can't be asked to deal with chambers. Like there's no way unless you really want to throw a lot of util towards here and here. There's no way you can clear the chamber out safely, like by just hoping that he doesn't peek you. Like, let's see what they actually did to clear him out. So they did a breach stun, and the breach stun forces the chamber into this corner or here, or he's just stunned and he'll have to TP out. But because they jet smoke, he doesn't have to TP out. He's quite happily chilling here. Now what did they do to clear him out? They don't throw a recon. They threw a flash. So they did a flash, a breach flash here. So then if the chamber was holding this angle or holding aggressively again after the smoke goes down, he's has to TP again or tuck in. But chambers don't do that. Chambers is all about timing peeking, especially the way that Ye plays. So what does he do? He sits in the best angle in the game, one of the best angles in the game, and he's just chilling. Doesn't need to peek yet. Like there's a lot of noise happening, and then he just finds timing, easy kill, boom, done, job done. And that is why it's so difficult to play against Ops, because especially Chambers, because it's a free kill. It's so I could play Chamber, especially when you got the op. And then he's TP'd into heaven. Let's see what else happens now from DRX. So DRX, they got a kill on short from Mars, but Crashies, but we didn't actually see it. I think Crashies went for the dog peek again. He likes throwing his dog out and peeking with it. But let's have a look here. So Ye kind of fighting here. The smoke comes in heaven. Flash comes in backside. Jet does dash in here. So what could have Victor done here? It's a 4v3. Victor's low HP. He's got 2 flashes. Victor has 2 options here. he flushes short and peeks with it, which is he does, but he doesn't peek with it. So his next option is get the fuck out of there. Like, Ye's still holding the cross, but now Victor needs to get out, really. Or he throws another flash and peeks with it. And he tries to do that because he feels like they're coming up. But it's not the best play because he's already done the flash already, so his S is ready for it. And he's just going to get crunched from both sides. So he could have gotten off, but what the hell? Marved is actually on site. So Marved is actually on site. Sorry, I didn't even see that. So actually, no. He can play on site. I thought Marved was in heaven for some reason. So Marved being backside here, Victor being here is actually not too bad now. Okay. So Victor playing here is actually not too bad because Marved is under heaven. So they're in S tier positions. Well, Victor's position isn't not bad. I think he shouldn't have swung. I think he just had to throw a flash and then just sit graffiti, and then Marv could have played off him even more. But Marv kind of owns it from under heaven. Gets a 3k. So DRX, they're going to smoke A-long this time because they're like, screw that, we're not going to fall for that again. Okay, they don't even smoke A-long. So I generally think that if they don't smoke A-long, all Optic have to do is be scared of a fast A hit, essentially. The turret's out middle again. This time Victor's going to be playing flash, he's going to play a little pop flash setup. And whose smoke is that? So Marv has actually smoked the right smoke deep short, and that's allowed Mako to get across. And this position is so good for lurking. So now Mako's in this position. What DRX could do is actually go garage, use one of their smokes and break it, and then Mako can hit all the rotations. And generally, when fades go dog, they don't look the right side. They just go left and like that. So it's something to consider. But let's have a look here. So Mako actually leaves, so they're not actually keeping Mako there. The only problem is actually having Mako there is that he won't be able to smoke, otherwise they'll hear him smoke. So this is what I was saying about that proactivity on A. The flash comes in, they triple peek. Now, if this was online, like in a ranked or like I'm playing at home, I definitely hear this. Now, let's have a look at Mako and see if he actually heard it. It sounds like he was communicating something, so maybe he said they flash peeked back long. And that recon's just told DRX that, hey, essentially what that recon said to DRX is, we know that you're not A, probably. So we're going to rotate. So let's see if DRX do anything based off that information. Are they going to commit to the C and run into the Killjoy and the chamber? Or are they going to do a little bit of prodding, go back? Or, you know, there's options now. I think going back A is legit. So let's see what Mako does. Yeah, they're going back A. And you can see here, Optic is starting to rotate off because they've got your boy back on the angle. Victor's holding short because they still don't actually have information about this. So they're like, we can't actually fully rotate. And our C setup is pretty good right now. Like, it's going to get a kill and we can play retake after probably. So let's have a look here. So they peek. Alright, he's seen it. You're going to see Marv now. He smoked the front B because they're a bit scared of that. He's going to instantly react with the smoke or rotating in. So here comes him, and he smoked here, and he smoked deep long. So this is actually not a bad smoke. Crashes can play behind it. Oh my goodness, and they just get banged. I think it is a bit awkward, to be fair. How could they have played this better? I think the smoke is okay. It was just kind of like the flash kind of fucks him because he has to turn, but then Buzz just peeks out. This guy wants to swing and help Crashies, but he has to turn from the flash. He's fully white and he's dead. So maybe the smoke wasn't actually that good. What's up, Forzy, Omar, Tarek, and Skuntik? So I'm not sure about that smoke. It doesn't really work out in the end. It's not one of my S tier position spots anyway as well. So, is what it is. But Marv gets a nice 2k there. Instantly reacts by flashing the short because he knows that he's killed too long. So the rest have to be coming up from short, especially because he knows the fade ulted from there. Boom. FNS gets a kill playing one of the S tier positions. And then Marv TPs into another good position. And really nice kind of cleaning up from the rotators in.
Here comes the flank, the lurk from RB, but he's got it all to do. 20 seconds in the round to do it. A lockdown wouldn't even be usable here. It just takes too much time.
So I think what happened there
Too much time to even try and grab the spike as well. He's got too much to clear.
The reason why FNS rotated was because they still have chamber on A, C even. They still got that chamber on the C. He'll still get a kill and rotate off, and then they play retake C. But if they lose the A here, and I think because he delays so long, although FNS is really quick there. Let me just quickly see why he's there so fast. So Crashies has been pushed off A, and he's already kind of just rotated off. He's just said, screw it, I'm coming A as well. And that's essentially what's happened. Okay, so here comes the nanos again. Is this the So let's see what happens here. So a fast dog. So the dog is to clear the close chamber angle. So it doesn't clear deep chamber, but it clears him anywhere close. Now you're going to see the breach flash. Oh, they haven't done a breach flash this time. So Ye just uncharacteristically misses here, and the breach flash is kind of late. Smoke comes in. Breach stun comes in again. He does his clear after the stun, as you can see here. However, this time FNS has made an adaptation of having a nano on the default. So the Jet is actually taking a lot of damage here. And Ye just shoots him in the side. Ye still can TP out. Oh, no, he can't. Oh, no, he can. He's just not TPing yet. And I think the reason why he's not TPing is because... Oh, the actual Omen... The Omen flash missed him. The recon comes in. So it seems like the recon and the breach flash were late. Like, Ye could have got 2 kills there. But he gets one anyway because the nano is awkward. And he's like, oh, nice. 3 kill for me. Boom. FNS gets a kill and GG. Not the and that is what I'm saying, stream. So you remember the first time they did this execute? It was a lot better. It worked well, and then the enemies weren't in the positions. The enemies weren't in the good positions to capitalize off of it. They didn't have the best setup to capitalize off of it, and they didn't have the AWP. This time, Ye had an AWP, so he was able to do a quick peek. Doesn't get the kill. However, when Jet dashes in, there's a nano. Jet tried to clear, obviously, the the green box. Does clear it, but gets shot in the side of the head from on plat. And on plat is an S tier position in Haven. I think the S tier positions on C are here. I think obviously this is good. I think here is good. I actually think this isn't S tier. I think this is rotation tier. And I don't think logs is that good either. So I think the S tier positions are these ones on this site. And obviously top site if you're a chamber. But yeah. Evaluation of Harbour. I haven't even seen Harbour, mate. I don't even have him.
Josh, no more timeouts. No more timeouts on hand for DRX. Just a raw battle of the wills.
Thank you, Meadow in Pro.
Maybe just assuming that there's like a and a half.
The problem is you can't rely on the Killjoy ulti for a retake. Laleo. Because Stacks has Kaboom. They have a breach. So when you're playing Killjoy and the enemy team has a breach, it's just not fun. Because Dax is going to save his Kaboom for the Killjoy ulti. Alright, so Optic attack side. They don't have as good of ways of fighting A. The breach stun is really good for A long control, especially if you just smoke and breach stun. It means the guy in the smoke can't swing out, and it means you can get some space and hold the smoke after it. So let's see what they get up to. So you can see here, the smoke comes in front B here from Optic. The turret doesn't shoot, so Victor, I think, goes for a jump spot and then goes up and clears close middle. Common chamber angles, to be fair. Chamber plays here a lot because you can put your card down and TP out. That guy from Furia was doing it to us, I think. So here we go. So I think this is going to be... I'm not sure already. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're looking for the alarm bot. So they're going for a bit more of a default play here on Haven. Breaking that alarm bot, falling off here. A-Dog comes in now to kind of see what's going on A. Trying to push that fade back. And now he's a bit more confident, as you can see. And you can see kind of Crashies pushing that Zest off the A control. Now Zest has lost that A control. Crashies has got the A long control. So now, as a DRX team, you're thinking, I've got no A control. They broke the alarm bot on B, so they have potential lurk. We still got the turret in garage, so that's good. So we can play off that at least. And for some reason, Optic have marved solo second middle. This is the perfect time. This is the most common time that DRX are going to react and do pushes. And to have Marv sitting here with his with the bomb is kind of risky. But the call's coming in now. So what they're going to do is they're going to go for a fake A. Or they're going to go for a fake C. No, okay. So they're going for a fake A here. So instead of pushing out middle, DRX has decided not to do anything. They're playing retake A. And they've got no information anywhere else on the map because they haven't pushed anywhere. So the fake comes in and look at that. Oh, they went for a flood A play. So they were flooding based off information, but boom, they got faked on. Because they didn't get any information based off the alarm bot breaking, Zest getting pushed off, there was no reaction, they were playing too scared, and they get faked because of it. Haven is all about control of the map. They didn't get a C push long, but let's see how this round goes. So Marv gets there's a nano on the bomb, Marv gets a plant down. How do Optic react? Yay, going into a good position because he's chamber, he can TP out. Marv. So they're actually playing to fight the CT here. Let's see how it goes. So, obviously, DRX don't have any util for the retake. So, Optic are playing a 4-man tower. And they're just holding that CT spawn. And then the smoke comes in from Marved. Marved ints here. Pushing into the CT smoke is the worst play that you could do. I think there was no other play that you could do that was worse than this. I remember watching this and I was thinking he's thrown around. Like, it was actually kind of mad when I was watching this. Because you're in a 4v3 situation. There is a bomb timer going on here. And you know they're in your smoke. By now they could be in your smoke. So you pushing into this doesn't do anything. So he dies. And this is when rounds can really snowball out of control. Luckily, FNS is on a good flank here. But now, and they're not playing for the C-long bomb. To be fair, playing from C-long with pistols isn't the best, but it's still not too bad. It's worse if enemy team has Omen smoke because they smoke the bomb and then you're scared for the rest of the round. So they're playing to fight. Crashies is deciding where to throw his recon. So you can see Victor went for a flash out to try and get a kill. Crashies is throwing a recon at the same time, so a bit disjointed with the kind of plays going on here, just trying to go for single kills. Zest gets killed. Crashies then solo swings by himself. So he's solo swing now. Boom, dies because of it. Next one. Victor's falling back. FNS. Where's his nano? So FNS, he's got his nano, so he activates the nano. They can't be on it. They can't be on it. They can't be on it. FNS is swinging for no reason. He knows that they can't be on the bomb, so all he needs to do now, he could run garage for all I care. Like after that kill, super good. Really good play by FNS. Flank, kill, swarm grenade out. Fall off. Instead he keeps pushing. And then Victor also dies too. And look, they can't even be on the bomb yet. That is what we call the butterfly effect. That's the type of round Coach Mini would be like this. But it happens. It happens to the best of us. It shouldn't happen, but it does. People make... It's like a... This game is about who makes the least mistakes. And you can see there, Optic just gave them 3 mistakes. And DRX capitalized. So you can see here, he's just shot spot him. They actually might lose this. They got a bit lucky with that dash away. I mean, this is almost winnable. Oh my goodness, it is winnable. Mako coming in clutch though. Oh, he wins as I remember. So, how did DRX lose this round? They smoked on A long. They have no info A long. They've used recon start round, it's been broken. So what needs to happen now? Fade needs to go and dog shot. If he doesn't dog shot, that's also fine. But what's Jet gonna do? Because they're not getting any information. They've got C-long control. They've got garage control. B's got an alarm bot. They should be asking for a rotation here. Breach should be rotating here. But if he doesn't rotate, then there needs to be a play. Breach has stun. So, oh, I've got contact. Buzz has got contact. Breach could be stunning this for him to kind of peek a little bit. So we'll see what happens. So he's already been bursted on before Breach could even react. Before even Buzz could react. We used to have a strat like this. It used to be an eco run strat. And it used to work just like this as well. Boom. He dies. Mako throws a flash. And it's a good flash. Zest gets a kill from it. But then the power of the frenzy comes into hand. Boom. Mako gets a kill. So Mako right now needs to get out of there. And he, to be fair, he does get the thing onto Marv. It's just Marv to sport soft armor. Unlucky. So to lose that, Marv made up for his blunder in the previous round. But to lose that round as D-Rex is GG. Well, it's not GG, but defense Haven isn't exactly fun. So let's see how Optic play their anti-eco. Fade swinging like that from backside is okay. He didn't really swing. He was just kind of holding, and then the Omen swung into him.
When is Marv gonna show up? And Optic haven't needed it up until
They didn't have a smoke to help them because obviously Omen's on the other side of the map. Oh, actually no, Omen's on B. He had a flash and stuff. They did smoke the short, I think, but they just didn't have enough info. They have 2 dogs. Like 2 dogs is worth someone dying. You know, like if Jet dies because you haven't got the information that they could be walking up, then or the urgency to get a rotation going, then Jet's lost 1,000 armor, 1,000 credits from armor, and whatever gun he had. Oh. So they're just playing an anti-eco style here. Optic Marv has just pushed out second middle using the Killjoy turret and just gone for a peek into the window. And then what they do is they group up. To be fair, they don't really have to freeze and hold as much because they got the turret sees all of middle and they got an alarm. They've got the chamber trip that sees the A push. So they're chilling right now. So the stun comes in long here from DRX to stop the kind of push. And then Optic are like, actually, this doesn't feel too safe. They've used the breach stun here, so there's probably more here than expected. And going back A would take too long to clear out every angle. So a nice reaction going back B, leaving Marv on the lurk is pretty good. Because if they go back A, all what's going to happen is all these guys from C are going to run like this. They're going back A and then leaving 2 people maybe to lurk, and then actually cancelling the A and going back to C could be alright. Especially against these ecos. But generally, staying grouped up is a pretty good strat, you know, and they are kind of grouped up. They're 3-man pack. They walked in on B, and they've managed to win the round. You don't really want to split up too much against ecos, because that's when you could lose your guns, and that's when it gets awkward. Do you need all this VOD review just to get Radiant? No, I think this is like to understand pro play and team play. In Radiant, like, go kill. You know, like there are stuff that you can do that are good from here in Radiant. Like, there's a difference between a bad Sova's utility and a good Sova's utility in Radiant. You're gonna get more reads and you're gonna have better stacks in your ranked games because of this. But as a player, like as a player in a team, like this is just for kind of overseeing what's going on. I'm feeling a bit better, but not crazily better. So orb grab coming in from the attack side here. So what they're doing is they're making a little bit of pressure on A, and Crashies really needed to kill that recon, but they smoked him off pretty fast. Stun come in as well, so they know that no one's in A main right now. And then Crashies also doesn't know, well, the recon didn't die, but Crashies doesn't know if like the jet could have like gone out here. So now Optic are pretty scared about a potential AWP, I guess, but I guess Buzz wouldn't have the AWP yet because their money's probably not good. So they know that maybe Buzz doesn't have the AWP, so they were happily to go for this kind of AWP grab here. They grab the AWP. What do they have? They have Phoenix ulti. So they want to be getting rid of this Phoenix ulti, and the best Phoenix ulti is a C split, I think, in my opinion. Or you do the old school Phoenix ulti onto B, and everyone else goes C split. That one's a good one too. Let's see what they go up to. One of the best teams at using the Phoenix was like, I think they were called BDS at the time. They were a French team. They were pretty good at using Phoenix ultis. I think. I can't remember if I was correct in that. Alright, so the smoke comes in, and you can see here, they've got the Jet on the long. So this could happen in your ranked games where you get Jet on long and you know he's chilling. So that means you can rotate and you can have a nice juicy 4-man play towards fast rotation C, and you have a good B counter. But here you can see Crashy's kind of pressures that Jet. Doesn't manage to push him off yet. The dog clears close left, so he knows he's not close left. Boom. He's pushed the Jet off now. As soon as Jet's given up that control, they don't know about this anymore. So they're pressured from this. So that means Omen might feel the need to kind of rotate over. Or these guys have to invest utility and players in order to get the information back and push Jet back onto the A long. Meanwhile, these guys actually walked up C long, which I think is okay. I mean, there's no Killjoy turrets, so maybe they broke it at the start. Actually, they know Killjoy turrets in the garage, and they've broken it. So this is actually quite a good play based off the fact they've broken the Killjoy turret. And Crashies is making decent noise towards A. So let's have a look here. Now they've been smoked off garage, so they've lost the garage control. They put the alarm bot in, and RB almost dies. Now that could have been a game-changing pick here. He's like, fuck. He's like 2 fucking Z long. Oh my goodness. Now, Optic, all they need to do is not go to A. They need to C split. Alright, so this is a reaction that they've done for DRX as they pushed out A. Buzz has fallen off, but Zest hasn't been cleared, and I remember he gets a 3k here. Rule number 1, when you're in a position like this, you have to ask yourself, does the enemy team know I'm here? Could they know I'm here? What is the chances of them knowing I'm here? If it's under 30%, don't shoot the first person you see, because you end up getting more kills. Don't shoot the first person you see if you think they don't know you're there. GG. So Optic made the blunder, in my opinion, going A really late. I know they had the Omen ulti, but they should have played for the Phoenix ulti this round. And they had garage control. The alarm bot wasn't even broken in garage. Like, I think the play was just to hit them with the C-split. Even if it was super obvious, Crashies did really nice play of like baiting that Jet and pushing him off. Once Crashies knew the Jet was pushed off, they should have just fucking, Crashies come back, let's C-split.
There are not many players that would keep
That would have been the best play. I need a shit stream. How many rounds we got left? Alright, 10-6. It's a really hard angle to clear. Okay. Optic doing a fast B strat with Phoenix ulti. But the problem is, by doing it fast, is that you haven't defaulted the enemy Killjoy's turret or alarm bot. And I think, like I said, this comp isn't good at hitting the chokes. You're against a Killjoy and an Omen. Omen has a flash, Killjoy has nanos. Like, you don't know where the nanos are. You need to be baiting out the Killjoy shit. Can't rush a C split into a Killjoy, in my opinion. And Optic are normally really good at just defaulting anyway, so play to the strengths. And your default worked last round, you just didn't go to the right site at the end. 4 ads in a row. It's not me, mate. I don't even do ads. Although, now that you remind me, maybe I should do an ad. I don't even get an option of doing an ad break. How do I do an ad break? I'm not even going to do an ad break. I'll do it at the end of the stream. Anyway. So Victor made the blunder, in my opinion, of going A split. Because whenever you're going to Phoenix ulti, this guy in A link ain't going to be playing outside of that smoke. You're better off just pushing into C link. And then at the same time, you're better off just smoking this and doing this. And then C splitting. Like, the Phoenix pressure from here will make these guys shit the bed, honestly. I need a poo real bad.
but they're fighting for other areas of the map.
Right, I
instead.
need to hold it in till the end of the stream.
It's all a fake.
It's coming out. Anyway, so here comes the C split, but they haven't broken the alarm button. You can see like even how good the actual execute was, even though it's done start around. But it could it have been better is what I'm asking, and I think it could have been, because they have no utility. The Fade isn't actually in a good position to clear out the Omen. If the Fade was actually able to come up Garage, because the Phoenix ulti was pressuring this area, and they had more people coming up Garage, and then like less people coming up C long, it means that the Fade would be able to throw like more utility towards backside when the actual execute comes. Or I don't know how many they wanted up C long, but maybe 2 or yeah, it would have to be 1. It'd have to be like 1, 3, 1. It would have to be like that, in my opinion. But anyway, they're not able to clear out Mako because backside is really hard to clear, especially if CT isn't smoked as well, because you're constantly scared about having to push this and getting shot in the side of the head of someone trading. So not great. It is coming out, I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning. I don't know if you can tell I'm leaning right now. How's the stream doing, by the way? There's a bit of light. Yeah, you're getting flashbanged. Yo, I was like, there's a bit of light on the camera. How does it look? You literally got flashbanged. What is sun? You know, like I'm giving you that vitamin D over there. You better say thank you to me. All right, so Phoenix Molly fast short, and this is what I mean. Like that's a big investment. A Phoenix Molly at the start of the round. I mean, it's not exactly they got the best guns, but yeah. This is an eco, so I'm just gonna skip this round because I really need a poo. Oh man, they won the round. I can't skip it. Alright, so what happens here? Once again, DRX are playing against the anti-eco style, so let's see what they do. So they've given full A control again, and because they've given full A control, Breach needs to rotate to help. I think at this point you need to decide which site you're going to play weaker on. And I think it should be C at this point, because you know that they've taken A control. So Breach comes over. B is still weak here, because they're playing like double C. So they're not really playing to hold anything except A right now. But here comes your boy Phoenix. He comes in. He actually manages to get a crazy kill there. This smoke from Mako is generally quite good, but because I mean it kind of screws up your boy here a little bit. That's quite funny actually. And the blob coming in, grabbing him, minus 75 damage. The Stinger dinks him in the head. It's actually a free kill. That's quite funny. So somehow they've managed to pull out this round. Stinger buff. And then meanwhile, while all that's happening, because that's it. You're playing 2 islands. There's no in between. And this is now Harry Potter. Sad face. There's no one in between. So these guys are actually doing some crazy little A split here. Unheard of. You never see this anymore. Oh my goodness, it's coming out. Anyway, they win the round. I think I need a shit stream. I need a shit. Oh my goodness, it's coming out. Wait, I just need to breathe. I'll stand up. I'll stand up. Okay, so I'll stand on my knees like this. Okay, so you can see here the Omen smoke A long, Fade Dog to clear it out. Pretty good, decent control here. And they use the Phoenix Molly on their A short as well to stop the Jet pushing. Pretty heavy investment for the Phoenix Molly, but it will stop the Jet from swinging out. And Omen's TP'd across here. Oh no, he hasn't TP'd across. He's just gone out second middle here with the Killjoy turret. And Killjoy's really good at Haven because of this kind of, you got good mid control with it. I'm not going to go twerk now. If I twerk now, it's coming out. I'm not going. I got like 2 rounds left. Come on. We could do it. I'm not going to go poo, come back, do 2 rounds and end the stream. I'm going to do 2 rounds and then the poo's just going to fall out. To Buzz, oh my goodness, the timing on that. So he's actually managed to get into a really good spot. But then he actually goes for them. Oh my goodness. The timing actually helped him. Oh, but he's not ready for that one. But he gets that free kill. Meanwhile, these guys have managed to just walk up A-long again. And they're doing a little burst play again. So the Phoenix flash comes out. They actually get the kill, but they get traded out by stacks. So, once again, I don't think DRX played the defense very well here. But they do have the 3-man heavy on A. So that's good. He's about to shit on stream. I can't. I actually am. How do they win this round? Oh, they don't win this round. I'm sorry, stream. I need to go. I can't hold it anymore. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Right, let's finish this off. Sorry. It was a good one. It was a big one. It was done. I sat down. Out. Boom. Right, what happened this round? So yeah, so they're doing a bit more of kind of like a puggy style here. Like they've managed to get out A long, and they're walking up, and they're just gonna burst out. Meanwhile, there was some noise happening towards C, but nothing really. Actually, there was no noise happening there, and they're just kind of doing a solo play here. It's kind of mad, but they almost got away with it.
Battling back, man, battling back. Enormous help by Stacks there.
Why would I wash my hands? I got a clean dick, and I got a clean ass.
And now Marv's in a mad position. Just has to pivot.
Squat and Ash Bosch, thank you for the 15 months.
Pinging it out, seeing if he can go for a.
So they
But it's also been.
let's see how they win it. So to play this round out, it's a 2v3. You've actually managed to get C control. How do you win? To win, you need to make it a 2v3. You need to make this 2v3 a 2v2. So finding a kill before planting is kind of good. So let's see if Marv can get this kill. RB is ready, and he dies. Now the round is truly lost. Oh, actually, no. It was a 2v4. So that's why they needed to get the kill. Prove it. I ain't proving shit, mate. You little kinky mofos and chaps.
And the spike has been given over. Who expects a bucket to be there?
So actually, I think they needed to get the kill to make it a 2v3. Because I was saying like 2v3, but Ye has an AWP. That's a free kill when they come out onto the site, probably. Like he could probably get a free kill, TP out, and it's winnable. But now he's in a 1v4. He doesn't even have the bomb. It's over. 11-8. So here we go now. Turret comes out middle again. Something. Oh, they threw a nano into the corner of garage and they activated it. That was quite weird. Not sure what that was meant to do, but they threw one anyway to make noise. Now they get chamber AWPing on A. This is a common angle that people like to do when they're solo A and they're not making too much noise. They want to make pressure in garage and shit. So what do? You've just put chamber with an AWP here. Chamber with a rifle here is not as good, but chamber with an AWP is not bad. As you can see, Ye's just kind of holding out. He'll win the angle. Oh, that's quite nice. So what they did was Phoenix flash so Ye could get posted on the angle. Now Ye has the advantage and Buzz can't re-peek. You see here? So this was quite a nice play. But Zest has walked up to this angle too. And does he go further? I remember everyone going, oh. And the players can hear it too. So they're thinking, what the hell's going on here? They're like, and that's why the players are like, they're still holding middle because they're like, oh wait, maybe someone's in middle. So look, you see them like jump spotting mid window here. Here we go. So in another situation, Zest doesn't shoot the first man here, but this isn't the best angle. So you kind of have to shoot the first man, which means you're going to die instantly after. But you do get a lot of info. Phoenix actually ulted in on B here to tap the bomb, which is quite interesting. But the jig is up already because they've managed to get the kill on A. Oh, but the Buzz has actually taken the plant bait as well. Now Killjoy's ulted A. What is going on? So the lockdown goes out. Smoke comes in. This guy should get a kill. And this kill. That's a big trade there from Marv. Normally Mako wins those, but you can see here the stun comes in. And then Zax is actually... The turret's not even shot. So this is a bad communication. Oh no, maybe the turret's deactivated, so he doesn't actually know if they're out on C yet. So he wants to stop them. 22 seconds on the clock. He's like, screw it. We're going to stop them planning. But now, Killjoy's also done a... what is going on this round? I remember this round is just LAN. FNS breaks the ulti here. Oh my goodness, I remember this FNS. So, I can't actually describe this round, but essentially what's happened is they thought they were on C. They breach ultied in. Arby's also just thrown his ulti down, which I don't actually understand why, but he has anyway. And then FNS obviously is playing the lurker here because it's actually not a bad play. They faked they wanted to go C split and they decided to cancel it because they got stunned, and also because it was quite like they felt like, to be fair, I'd feel like, yeah, they're going to be on C before we can actually get on C here. So they cancelled it and gone B because they actually can't go back to A because there's no time. So FNS has stayed in window, which is pretty good because you know that the enemy team is probably rotated this way. So if you go B, they're going to want to come through here and you might be able to find a timing peak. However, they Killjoy ultis, so FNS can break the ulti here for free. Ye is actually pushed into A link, which I don't think is bad, but this smoke, because it's got such a gap in it, the Killjoys managed to lurk out of it, and I think what Ye could have done, which would have been better, is actually just sit front sight, hold the smoke. But then again, they were scared about A-Link, and they can't actually plant there because they were scared about the Killjoy too. So, they decided to plant for A-Link. He takes A-Link, which I don't think is too bad, but no one's holding the front of the smoke anymore, and RB's just gone big dick mode and swung out. So RB gets a free kill here, gets another kill here. Now, how does DRX win this? Well, you know he's probably front B. So RB gets on it, but Buzz swings solo. So that's the first mistake. So, like I said, this game is a game of mistakes. The first mistake was Buzz swinging solo instead of just kind of waiting for stacks to come in. However, they don't know if he's still in garage or not, but let's be real, he's probably not in garage based off this plant. And even if he is in garage, that guy would have to run in order to try and kill you. So then RB gets half, the flash comes in. So, how do they win this? Not doing this, that's for sure. So FNS gets a nice kill here. Obviously, like, how do they win this? I think they just tap it and just play together. Like, they're not playing on top of each other. They tapped it, Stacks has swung this way, RB swung this way. It's two 1v1s. It's exactly what FNS wanted. To be fair, FNS in this position isn't actually... It's actually quite a good position. However, it wouldn't be good if RB just stuck it. But to be fair, RB probably isn't going to stuck it. Because FNS can't actually see the corner. He can't actually see into this corner. And then, what Stacks does... Oh, he actually gets a kill. And he wins. Oh. Okay, so they did win it. So it was actually close. Sheesh. Fnatic Jesse. Alright, so Recon comes in from the Zest. It breaks instantly. I'm starting to think maybe the blob is a good idea from Crashies. It's not like they need... Crashies doesn't need the blob because they don't have the raise nade to combo with the blob. So, to have the blob throw it into A main, it gives you a little bit of info based off... If it does hit someone, then it does a little sound when it finishes. That's when you know. And it just means that you have your Recon for actually these mid-round plays. So it's actually quite an interesting idea. Dog's short. Buzz is holding the long, but once again, kind of... Optic are kind of just push through that little burst play. They love doing that. Buzz should be getting those kills, and I think this is the difference making of Haven, is that if your AWP's not getting these kills, you're gonna lose defense even more. Like that should be a kill there. They swung out. It should be a free kill. You get that kill, and it's GG. You know, no, it's not GG, but the site is a lot easier held now. But now he has to deal with 3 people running up. Now he gets one, but that should have been the second kill. But look how the difference of having that 1 kill makes. Zest actually gets a free kill here, and then Victor gets traded. So what that would have been is all 3 dead, if you think about it. Because it would have meant that Buzz got the first kill, Zest gets the second kill, Buzz gets another kill, like peeking off his Zest. And that's 3 kills. Now it's really awkward. So, oh my goodness. Boom. Boom. Does Victor win this? Almost, but they play off each other there fairly well. Sheesh. He looked at the map. As an AWPer, what you need to be looking at the map for? AWPers shouldn't have to want to look at the map, especially when they're scoped in. Actually, when you're scoped in, you can't even see the map. So, you can see here, the Phoenix Molly just stops that Jet from pushing in. And now Optic are going for kind of like, they're kind of faking that A control, but the dog from short has actually managed to clear out most of long. So they know that no one's long. They've got Buzz onto locked in. Well, they don't know fully, but they have an idea. But I think Zest has just done a recon. Yeah, so that recon is going to clear all of the long. Now they could be in the smoke. That's what the one thing he's scared of, which is why he's probably not rotating. He's overthinking it, I think. To be fair, but let's see here. So DRX do have a nano and the alarm, and the turret. Sorry, so the turret's going to shoot. Alarm nano should go off here. And then you can see like the breach kaboom actually was a bit extra as well. I don't know why they needed the breach kaboom, but here comes the Phoenix now. You best be running here. They're falling off. They're all three backside now. Mako's actually done a weird smoke here because they've been caught off position here. Look at this. There's an omen smoke from Nako coming up on top C. The Fade Dog comes through C long here. Mako's in a weird position for an omen, to be fair, especially when your Killjoy's in garage like that. I guess he was ready to flash off of him. So then he TP's back, but his second smoke should always go towards where Breach is looking now, to be fair. To be fair, Stack's actually holding this smoke is pretty good, but the smoke actually fades right now. And an omen flash comes through. Stacks actually gets a free kill and goes to plat, which is good position. Now he can just spam flash his front sight. What is going on? Yeah, then he gets trades because this smoke is a bit weird, I think. Honestly, this round is mad. Like, it's so hard to break down properly. It's one of those games where it's like, it's the last map of a best of 5. And it's just like, there's no thought process in the strats. We're just calling for the sake of it now. And we just hope that everyone gets the kills. Like, this round is mad. Like, it's so hard to break down properly. It's one of those games where it's like, it's the last map of a best of 5. And it's just like, there's no thought process in the strats. We're just calling for the sake of it now. And we just hope that everyone gets the kills. Like, I don't know, macro wise, what is this setup from DRX? Like, they're not playing to deny C, like DC long. They're not playing to deny garage. Breach is just in C link. Like, he can support, but he can't actually play with the kill. They're not playing with each other. So this is what happens when people don't play with each other. Okay, Breach is now there. He does a little kaboom. But their nano was the first thing to go off anyway. So why are you kabooming now? Now, Omen's actually smoked C long because no one's actually spotting the jump spot on C long. So he smoked it. And then the Fades dog through the smoke. So the smoke is now nullified. Because it means that Omen's not playing in the smoke. And it means that they can actually go in the smoke. No one's able to spam the smoke because no one's playing backside C because Breach had to help the Killjoy. And then Fade is still not rotated because he doesn't even know about A long, even though all this is happening right now on C. Now he's rotating. The Omen Flush comes in to support the Killjoy, but the Killjoy can't stay in garage because it's like Phoenix has ultied and they're coming for him. And then Breach is the only one in a good position here for them to run out the C smoke. He does get the kill, which is good. Throws a flash, but then these two are stacked up here. They're not ready because Killjoy's jumped off the thing. They got the trade, like, and then not holding that side of the smoke because he's scared about them swinging into him because there's no smoke on the right side of site. You see what I mean here? Like, there's too many variables happening. It's like impossible to... And then they obviously just go A and cancel. Like, I honestly, it's impossible to say like what could be done better. DRX, I think DRX just doesn't look very strong on this defense right now. They're just good players, I think. Alright, so they got the orb grab. Who was it for? It was for Fade ulti or an Omen ulti. I think it was for the Fade ult. Ye's holding outside A. Buzz has A control right now because there's been no pressure towards A, so Buzz has the cross. Now the dog comes in garage, clears out everything, break the turret. Really nice. Now, Killjoy's scared of C long, and they probably won't, but they could walk up garage into the connector. So, you'll see here, Mako's already smoked front B because there's been noise at middle and he was a bit scared. And also, it's because Fade wanted to cross the C link to kind of support the Killjoy. So in order for them to get information back now, Fade will have to dog through garage and clear that out for Killjoy to make her feel more comfortable. But if Fade does that, then they'll know they're forward towards, potentially a lot more towards C and B. However, there's the dog now. So the dog, but it doesn't work. So sometimes the dog goes over the windowsill, the window ledge, and sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it hasn't gone over the window ledge, so they still don't have information about anyone in here. So they're going to be shitting the bed for the next 15 seconds. Meanwhile, all this is happening on A. Buzz gets pushed off. Omen ult E into heaven. Buzz cancels it, which is fine. However, he's jumped back onto site now, but he's jumped back onto a site against a full execute coming in. The mollies are coming in from FNS, so they're going to be for probably CT and backside if he's done two. That will stop the rotations coming in. And because of this, no information in here and no push here or anything here, there, look how slow they are reacting to this. Buzz is still trying to play on the site. It's GG. So the molly comes in, Buzz is mollied out, and you can see, like, boom, where can he go? You can't go anywhere. You're only in one S tier position, and this position's only S tier if you got people to play off of in all these positions. Boom. And now the breach ulti comes in, but I mean, Victor just has a molly, so he just throws a molly, and then good luck trying to breach retake now. Gets killed, GG. And that is what I call the madness of best of fives, and it's obviously the last round as well, and it's a bit mad. They play that rotation very well, in my opinion. Who are you on about? Optic. I think as soon as this happens, the dog comes on A. They need, well, I think DRX should have done something ages ago. Or they need to decide if they're playing retake. So Buzz comes here, he needs to play retake now with the breach ulti. Instead, two of them are backside, they line up and they die. Like you're playing 2v5 against a fade ulti. Like and all this util's coming on site. Like it's GG. But then again, I guess you're not comfortable in playing the retake, but you have to at that point. That is the end of today's. Yeah, but could be a fake. Yeah, but you have a breach ulti. Breach ulti retake C is a lot easier than breach ulti retake A. You know? Like you can't once A is gone, like good luck trying to retake A. It's horrible, but sometimes it can happen. But retake C is a lot easier here. What should have happened is the dog didn't if the dog didn't fail, they would have rotated to A. But because the dog failed, they need to push out mid maybe, or they need to do something here and pressure the thing. So they throw the recon, and now the rotation's coming in, but they can't stack now. This is not even a stack anymore. This is a two-man hold against an execute, which isn't possible. It's not possible. So they get fucked. And you can see the util coming out, but they have no entries because two of them are dead. Like this util. What if they were all still alive? What if the Jet just let Omen TP into heaven? Like, is it that big a deal? Like, if there's three of you there, then yeah, like Omen TPing in heaven is kind of awkward. But you're not holding this site anyway, so let the Omen TP into heaven. It's not exactly fun TPing into heaven. I know as an Omen, I don't enjoy it whatsoever. I feel like I'm always gonna die there, but maybe I need to be more confident. But like, yeah. And then that means he has his dash for the breach ulti and the Omen flash. Anyway, that is end of today's lecture and the end of today's stream. So I hope you all liked today's VOD review and stuff, and the games as well. Got a nice cheeky 13-0. Other than that, I have to go now. I have to eat real fast, and then I'm gonna go hang out with Yinsu for the rest of the day. So thank you everyone for coming and stopping by, typing in chat. Much love, and oh yeah, the latest player in the Fnatic roster is, so we've got Leo, we've got Althea, we've got Durka, we've got Boaster, we've got Mini, and the final player is, oh, can I get a drum roll please? Oh, I'll probably stream tomorrow by the way. Oh, it is Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment if you want some of this lovely